Happy 100th birthday, JFK. Now, forget about blowing out the candles. Given my praise of the former president so often on this show, some of you think I'm the one who should get a cake thrown in my face. Kip emails. So you like Kennedy. What a surprise coming from Never Trumper Cavuto. That seals it, you left-wing loser. No more Cavuto for me. Bye-bye. Alicia, New York City. I think your JFK fixation is a smokescreen for your shameless sucking up to Trump. I'm on to you, doughboy. I knew I couldn't hide it from you. And yet they both watch the same show. Incredible. Then there's a liberal individualist at Cavuto who tweets, JFK got shot. Being the victim of an assassination has the effect of softening hard edges. True enough, but in balance, more than 50 years after his death, his overall legacy has stood up surprisingly well, from tax cuts to the whole space program. He defied expectations. That's all I'm saying. Yvonne emails, Cavuto, you are aware that JFK's tax cuts that you praise were from much higher levels, right? Yes, Yvonne, but he still pushed them, challenging his own party. That's worth some profile and courage, again, to me. Apparently, deciphering my politics seems to be an obsession for a lot of you, including June, who tweets about my coverage of Hillary Clinton's recent visit to her alma mater at Wellesley. Neil Cavuto seems almost depressed that conservatives did not show up at Wellesley to boo Hillary. No, not at all surprised, June, for two reasons. Look where she was speaking, and two, look at all the liberal groups that have protested at recent graduations and all the conservative groups who have not. Back to the budget and the nonstop debate over what to cut. My beef is that everything wasn't put on the line, including all entitlements, not just Medicaid, because the way things are going, they won't be long thriving. Sam writes he has a problem with that word entitlement. Don't you get it, Cavuto? I paid into Social Security for years. It's not a handout from the government. I paid into it. You did indeed, Sam. But guess what? The government spent it and then some. The reality is that if we continue at the rate we're going, no one will get anything. This is fixable and doesn't necessarily mean killing or remotely cutting back on benefits or guys like you close to or at retirement, but phased in for those still many years off from retirement. It is simple math, and at the rate we are going, my friend, it is simply not sustainable. Just listen to Mark, who tweets at Team Cavuto, Mr. Cavuto, you are a lighthouse of fair and balance in this world of biased media. Thank you for looking out for the hardworking people. Allison via Yahoo, hey, big shot, get over yourself. The only reason why you have a job where you can lecture anyone is because you have photographs of your bosses in compromising positions. Just admit it, you fat fool. How did you know, Allison? How did you know? Then there's Cliff, who emails, hey, Cavuto, I want to stop watching your show because you're so god-awful. Anything you want to say? Yes, Cliff. Goodbye. Back to my fans like Linda, Team Cavuto. Mr. Cavuto, you look great, and your show is extremely enlightening. Thank you for presenting us with honest journalism. Haverty via SBC. Neil, I like you and all, but don't you think presenting yourself as some kind of financial superhero is a bit much? Not if I'm apparently the only one looking out for you and your money, or being honest, reporting that a budget cut these days is really just a cut in the growth of spending. As long as politicians won't tell you that, Haverty, I will. And by the way, you're welcome, America. Stop. On that, Lisa via AOL has a slight quibble. Neil, no offense, but that superhero animation doesn't exactly seem built to scale, just saying. Lisa, you're blind, just saying. Then there's Phyllis at Team Cavuto. Please give me Art Laffer or Larry Kudlow, not Cavuto. Why? Because they're thin? You think I'm fat, don't you, Phyllis? Then Jim at Fox News says, no, just stupid, apparently reminding my bosses he isn't as smart as you give him credit for. Yeah, I'm smarter still. And it was the smirk, more like smirk, seen around the world, foreign leaders actually laughing at our president as he criticized many NATO members for not paying their fair share. The Granners write, thank you, Neil. It is about the USA and disrespect shown our President Trump. Rick emails, only Fox News lackeys like Cavuto would be outraged by the lack of world respect Trump deservedly gets. Then you might want to talk to Shirley in Pennsylvania, who writes, I'm no fan of Mr. Trump's, but I agree with you, Neil. For these hypocrites who bemoan our president's lack of decorum, a very serious lapse in class of their own.